can knock off somebody like as a 12 seed going up against, a fourth-rate team in the SEC or a team in the Big Ten that's number 3, whatever. I think they have everything they need to shock somebody, and they've shocked people all year, right? This is what South Florida does, right? Their only loss was ugly to Miami, but they've picked up quality wins. They'll have another big one against Navy going on the road. That'll be another resume building win for them. But this game is massive, and it's the reason why it's on ESPN too, because it's going to determine a lot in the American Conference early on. It's going to determine a lot to see who's going to get that advantage. Now, Memphis, like I said earlier, coming off a loss to UAB, your true freshman quarterback AJ Hill struggled, right? You didn't get really that much of a ground game, and a team you should have beat. They didn't have their head coach anymore. They just fired their coach. Shouldn't have lost that game if I'm being honest. Okay, so if you're Memphis, how do you respond? Right, that's the big thing. How do you respond in this game going against them? How do you step up? Obviously, big there. I think it starts with giving Smith the ball. Letting him run the ball 480 yards rushing this year and 6 touchdowns. He's showing the ability to be dynamic in open space. So lean on him. Byron Brown, he's been good this year. He's one of the reasons why this team is so good for South Florida. The leading rusher and passer. Does a little bit of everything this year, right? And I like the South Florida defense too. I ain't saying it's elite. I ain't saying it's great. But they do what they need to do. They can force turnovers. They can get after you a little bit and make you press as a passer. If they're going to have a true freshman quarterback, that bodes well for USF, right? No disrespect. AJ Hill can ball. I just see AJ Hill play at Houston County, last year. He can ball. But to put a true freshman in that situation, we don't know the injury to Lewis right now. If he's going to be back in this game yet, I don't think they've released their injury report. If he's not, that's a tough spot to be in. They will be at home, however, hosting South Florida. But again, that's a tough spot to be in as a true freshman. Big game, kind of like win or go home type of an atmosphere. You lose, you're probably out of the CFP. If you win, you're right back in that conversation. If USF, you want to handle your business, right? And a prolific offense that's, like I said, USF's putting up a lot of points this year, right? Last week, I think they had like 60-something points. You know what I'm saying? Scoring has not been the problem, right? Some of it has just been defensively giving up a lot of points. But think about this. 54 points against Charlotte, 63 points against North Texas. You whooped Florida Atlantic last week 48-13. Like, you're doing what you need to do every week offensively. Your quarterback takes care of the ball, right? He's almost like a Haynes King, but at a group of 5 level. And just astronomical numbers for USF. 522 yards in their past game, or in their last game, 263 yards through the air, and peep this, y'all, 259 yards on the ground. A well-balanced attack across the board, man. I like this USF team. I don't think Memphis is ready just yet for this moment. Last year, I know they played against Tulane in the American Championship, but I think USF has too much. I think this is their year, and I think Alex Gold is for real. I think we're going to hear more rumblings and and rumors about him, especially if he gets his team to a CFP playoff. Oh, good luck. Good luck with USF going forward and trying to keep Alex Golders from going to some of these big time programs. I got USF big in this one. I don't think they're ready just yet. 31-17 victory over Memphis. I think South Florida's ready. I'm going with the Bulls. Big victory for them.